Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and this week's roundup of community creations, where inevitably we have several versions of CM Punk following his surprise return at Survivor Series. We've got brand new attire updates, new models, new superstars, and a bunch of new legends from WWE, WCW, and even TNA. So let's jump straight into this, where we're starting out with the return of the Apex Predator Randy Orton, as following his return at Survivor Series, where he looked absolutely jacked. Mr. Tadio has uploaded this updated version of Orton, which sees the face edited to remove his facial hair, with a new face texture also added to give him an older looking appearance. Despite being modded, you can still set this one up as an alternate attire to the in-game Orton, which will give you his ring name and his commentary.
Well, Randy Orton has made a career out of psychologically dissecting his opponents.
And many of the victims who have fallen for the Viper's schemes stay down for good.
Always composed, always in control. No one is more calculated.
Once legend killer, now possibly the greatest legend in WWE history.
Staying with Survivor Series, I've seen a lot of people praising the updated version of Bianca Belair that featured in last week's video, and in an update to that, Soilru has released a new version that also comes with updated makeup and textured hair, with this one featuring Bianca's new camo attire from War Games.
Listen to this ovation. The WWE Universe loves cheering on the EST.
Also from the Women's War Games match, we have a new version of Asuka, as Detractor 10 has released this custom Asuka, though rather than edit the original model and add her face paint, this version is actually a custom superstar, though looking at it, it's easy to think that this was the real model, as they've done an incredible job in recreating her. The only downside to the creation is that being a custom superstar, it doesn't include her commentary, but I'm sure that's something that someone will offer to do and add it in the future. In terms of the attires, Asuka comes with the black outfit that she wore during War Games, which features a red and black top and her black robe. Another new Survivor Series attire that you can pick up is the new blue Yeet attire for Jey Uso, as Soilru has released an updated version of his previous Jey that includes the new t-shirt along with the hair updates and the tattoos that were added previously. Switching over to the second attire, also included is the original white Yeet shirt, so if you previously downloaded this version, you can swap it out for the new one with the updated attires. Moving on, let's take a look at some of this week's new superstars, starting with some new stars from NXT, the first of which is Chase U member Thea Hail, which also comes from Absolution Cause. This version of Thea is based on her current look, and it includes the new black attire that she's been wearing while partnering up with Jacy Jayne. Another new NXT star that you can get your hands on is one half of the current NXT Tag Team Champions, as Bangraman has just released this version of Channing Stacks Lorenzo, so if you want to recreate the D'Angelo family, then you can download Stacks and pair him up with Tony D'Angelo. Next, let's take a look at some new legends, as we've got stars from all the major promotions this week, though I want to start in TNA, as arena creator JENA has uploaded a massive pack of TNA arenas from 2006 to 2008, which includes the likes of Bound for Glory, Lockdown, and the Impact Zone. To go with the arenas, JENA's also uploaded several versions of Sting, which are all based on his time in TNA, and look absolutely incredible when you pair them up with the arenas. To run through the different versions of Sting, there's 4 versions in total. We have a classic version of Sting that's listed as Sting TNA, and this one includes his Scorpion singlet with his iconic white face paint, which is perfect if you also want to use him for WWE or WCW. Also available, we have Sting BFG 2006, which is his red and black attire from Bound for Glory, which was also featured in the TNA video game. Also available is Sting MEM, which includes 2 jackets from his time in the main event Mafia, and then we have another Sting that's also listed as Sting TNA, with this one including his later TNA look with the Sting shirt as the first attire and then this red and black outfit on the second. Having featured Sting and TNA arenas, you're going to want someone to face him, and who better to square off against than the original face of TNA, AJ Styles. This version of Styles comes via What's the Status as part of a collaboration with Viceroy Flair, as the pair have teamed up to bring us a younger version of AJ that sees his original model edited to include a younger face texture and textured hair. Not only does this version of Styles use his original model, but it's also automatically set as an alternate attire where it includes his ring name and his commentary. Moving over to WCW, we have some more NWO members up for download, as creator Kliq has released an incredible version of Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig, which is based on his time in WCW as part of the NWO. For fans that prefer the red and black version of the Wolfpac, also from Kliq, we have this 1997 version of Lex Luger. This version of Lex comes with two outfits. The first one is his Wolfpac attire with black trunks and the red and black NWO shirt, while the second one sees him again in black pants, this time with white boots and no shirt. Getting back to WWE Legends, one of the biggest omissions in 2K23 is the absence of a retro version of The Rock. Therefore, to try and fill that void, Halloween has released two classic versions of the People's Champ. The first of the two is The Rock 99, which is a custom creation featuring his Attitude Era look that was made from scratch. This version comes with two outfits, as it includes his classic Brahma Bull trunks as the main attire, while the second sees him in a promo attire with one of his $500 shirts. The second version of The Rock is The Rock 2002, which is pretty similar to the first one in terms of appearance, though this one comes with two of his later trunks featuring the gold and red versions of the Rock logo. Next up, we have a more recent legend, as creator Deadly Bleached has uploaded a classic version of Paige, which appears to be based around 2014 and includes the purple outfit she wore during her main roster debut, which was also featured in 2K15. Along with her original purple attire, the creation also comes with this alternate black version, which is taken from her time in NXT. So there's a bunch of legends and classic stars you can download. However, getting back to the present, I can't not bring up CM Punk, as following his surprise return at Survivor Series, Community Creations has been flooded with new versions of Punk, so I thought I would showcase a couple of them here so that you can decide which one you prefer and which one you want to download. The first of the CM Punk creations comes directly from Kalua, who's uploaded this version of Punk in the jeans and the white t-shirt he wore at Survivor Series. This one's set as the main attire, and then the second attire on this one includes the black and pink trunks that he wore in AEW with a Larry vest during the entrance. Switching over to the second Punk, this one was uploaded by What's the Status, though it's also credited to Kalua and Chameleon2K as part of a collaboration. Like the first one, this one also features Punk's outfit from Survivor Series as the main attire, though this one comes with a shorter hairstyle, while the second attire is taken from his final match in AEW, with Punk in his familiar Chicago coloured trunks and a Larry jacket during his entrance. The third version of Punk comes from Kisaragi TV, though it also credits Kalua and Halloween. Like the others, this one also has his Survivor Series attire as the main, though the second attire on this one sees Punk in black trunks with green logos and this alternate shirt for the entrance. Finally, the last version of CM Punk comes from Halloween, with this version based on his Raw promo with the black version of the Best in the World shirt, which is set as the main attire. Switching over to the second attire, Halloween has also included some custom wrestling gear that uses the colours from the new shirt, with the entrance attire also featuring a hoodie with the new design. So there's 4 versions of CM Punk, they all look absolutely phenomenal, so whichever one you choose, you can't really go wrong. So that's the latest roundup of this week's community creations. Let me know what you made of them in the comments and which ones you're downloading. And if you have any trouble finding these, I've included a full list of all the creators and the hashtags in the video description. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching this video. Have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.